Hey,
What's
hey,
up?
hey. It is Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's time for that favorite show of all hours, and that's called a Chaotic Conversation. In this show,
Second
we
favorite.
usually rank stuff. Favorite. In this show, we usually rank stuff. Last week, I think we ranked, what was it, music? Duos.
Best
Top
duos.
music duos,
Hmm.
best duos. Top five best duos, our favorite duos. This week, we're doing 1994 movies. Before we get started onto the list, I'm going to go around the chat and everybody tell people where they can find them and tell what's going on in their channel and what we can expect this week. So I'm going to go first, start with Mr. Terrence. What's going on with you, bro?
What's up, man? What's up, humans? This is Terrence. You can find me on this channel right here, Comic Chat, Mondays and Sundays. Uh, and then you can also find me on the Tremaine Terrence channel. In terms of stuff that I'm working on, nothing really. I mean, I got a lot of stuff scheduled to drop, and that's like all over the place. So you can go ahead and check it out if you want.
Cool.
All right, good deal. Next will be Maz Mama Bear. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Finally glad to be able to, be back into the swing of it. So, on that thought, hey everyone, Mads Mama Bear here. You can find me at Mads Mama Bear here on YouTube and on Twitter. And I like to talk about, DC, Marvel, anything that actually crosses my path. I've also got a whole bunch of projects on the lineup, and you can find me here every Monday, and on every Thursday night will be the Queen's Council. And it is going to be on my channel this week. You do not want to miss that. That is Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, good deal. Mr. Knight, what's up, bro?
Well, not too much. Just trying to play catch up on a gaming stream that I'm on every Sunday. It's probably gonna go to every other Sunday, but I did a Diablo 2 live gaming stream today. Tomorrow, I think we have our top 5 actors or actresses over on. Yeah. Now I'm trying to remember which channel that's on. You can help me out,
Shadow.
Danny.
Shadow.
Yeah,
Shadow
thank
Hunter.
you. Shadow Hunter, yes. I got to think about that. And then tomorrow night, I will be on Wednesday Night Mayhem on Mary Mayhem's channel. I will probably be doing, well, then I got the Weekly Rumble on Thursday. Weekly wrap up on Friday. Next week, I think I'm taking a week off, except for we will do the rule of 3, and I'll be on these. I'm not going to take it off from this, but as far as my channel is concerned, I'm going to take the week off from any videos or streaming, probably. No guarantees, but that's kind of what I'm planning on doing. So, yeah, that's about all I've got right now.
Good deal. Next is Mr. Anzo. What's up, bro?
What's up? What's up, people? You know where to find me. Bigger Forward Entertainment. We got the Chaotic Conversation, the Chaotic List. We got the Rule of 3. So check out all these channels, all these shows that we have. Square One, Equilibrium, Storms Lives. You guys know where to find us. We appreciate all the help and support that you've been giving us. So check us out.
All right, good deal. Of course, I'm the host, Danny Graham, aka Comic Chat. We're gonna piggyback off what Anzo said. We got a bunch of content out here. It's up to you whether or not you choose to pick one of or all of them. We say all, but if you can't pick one, pick two. It's
And
good
remember,
content. Go ahead.
I was just saying, just remember, there's always replays. I
Yeah.
don't know what you guys do with your videos, but all my videos are up. All my
Mhm.
videos stay up, and you can always go. I put them in playlists based off of the title or whatnot. And yeah, so we don't expect you to watch them all today, but
Yeah.
watch them as you go along because there's
Yeah.
plenty of time.
Mhm.
You got spare time, you ride in your car. Hey, just throw it on, sitting at the house chilling. Watch it, man. It helps us all out. Everybody on this chat has good content, very entertaining content. So, man, if you got 5, 10 minutes, hour, well, in Terrence's case, 10 hours, go ahead and click on Terrence. And it's good content. You have a good time, man. You be entertained.
Whoa,
So,
whoa, whoa! If we're talking about my channel, they're gonna need the rest of their life to
uh,
consume my content.
Yeah,
True.
damn right.
yeah, you got. I watched about 4 years back to back. Very entertaining the other night. To comment on them all. So, yeah, definitely check out Terrence Mads. Mads, I haven't seen any more of your poems. You still doing the poems?
I actually posted one about 2 days ago. I'm working on a new video. Actually, I was almost late.
Okay. All right. Being the fact that Chris, you get a run, you want to go at yours first, Chris?
Yeah, I can do that.
All
I
right.
took a few liberties with the list because, and I probably could have taken more. I almost did two for 4, 5, or 5 through 1. I almost did 2 movies for each one because I kind of could do that. But there are a few doubles, but we'll start
Okay.
with number 5. And this is again not really. I'm like Terrence. This isn't in any real order. It's just today, kind of how I thought about it. Number 5, The Crow.
Mm.
Okay.
When that had come out, I think it was. It just we hadn't really seen anything quite like that. I put that with like how Blade came across when it first came out. They're comic book based. Actually, I'm trying to remember. Was the Crow comic book based before?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's what I
Yes, it
thought.
was.
I can't remember because I know there's 1 or 2 movies out there that are like a comic book but inspired a comic book. I was trying to remember Crow being that or not, and I was pretty sure it was comic book based.
There's about 4 of those, and then they got a series.
Yeah, but Brendan Lee. Uh, I mean, that was just. I just remember all that stuff happening when they were shooting the movie, and then finding out he was killed. And I mean, still this day, I mean, they still I think call it a prop error, but that's just. I wonder how that can happen. But the movie itself, I think, has garnered a lot more attention over the years as it's gone along. But I still think it's kind of one of those sleeping gems that if you don't know the right people that'll suggest it, you kind of would pass it over. If you saw it like on Netflix or something, you'd be like, I don't know. It's worth it, the time if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Number
I like the Crow.
4. What was that?
I said, yeah, I like the Crow.
Oh yeah. Number 4, Speed and True Lies.
Speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them as your number 4 too.
Number 4, yeah, I know, Anzo. I know you're like, what the hell? The reason why is a Speed was like a complete different type of action movie. We hadn't really seen that yet. Where
Wasn't that Keanu
Keanu
Reeves,
Reeves,
and Dennis Hopper?
Sandra Bullock, and
Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper, yeah, Dennis Hopper, yeah. Sorry. Just the way it worked. I mean, the beginning's pretty standard, bad guy goes through, they go through. And just when it gets on the bus, yes, the concept's kind of corny, I guess, but the fact that they spend like well over 3/4 of the movie on the bus and you still can watch the movie and not lose interest in it is really interesting. So I think it was just a new way to do an action film that we really hadn't seen. I know Bullet's kind of, it's not the same, but it's a lot of, kind of the same idea, but not exactly. True Lies, just because it's a remake technically. It's a remake of a French film, but I just like the way that True Lies works. Here's this guy that, he's a secret agent or a secret, he does stuff for the government that his family doesn't know about. He comes home and he talks about the mundane job he has, and his wife starts suspecting something and then finds out, she thinks something's up, but it's all designed to make her feel like she has this, she has an inside track to this world that her husband doesn't know about. And just the way that they mix everything together, I think it came across pretty cool. Yeah. Number 3, Stargate. Stargate was, it's just not your standard sci-fi movie. It's just different. Well, what? What? Laugh about what? The fact that
I was
it's not
laughing
your.
at Ozzo face, man. I wasn't laughing at your choice, man. His face was like, what the
I
hell?
don't know. I just.
No. It's okay. I just hated Stargate. I really did.
No, and that's the thing. A lot of people, it could be one or the other. I mean, I don't know. I still, it's not one I will always go back to, but I still really think it's an interesting twist to a sci-fi film, just the way it's designed. It's kind of like, these guys are military and they're just checking it out. And I know they did several series, but I think that it was supposed to be much more than what it was. I was thinking I think they wanted more movies and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I just like it. It's just different, and yeah. But no, Anzo, I totally understand. It's either you like it or you don't. I don't
It's
think
okay,
there's.
man.
I don't think there's anybody in between on that. I'm not positive, but well,
You guys are gonna critique my list anyways as
that's
well,
all
so
right.
don't
That's all right.
worry about it.
Number 2, Pulp Fiction.
Mm.
Yeah. See, Pulp Fiction. I love Pulp Fiction because it's. Shake your head, why don't you?
I did.
I know. I think that
How can you
Pulp
not like a
Fiction.
Samuel Jackson movie?
Well, that's one
I'll
thing right
I'll
there.
tell you why. Because of that scene.
I've never
Which
seen
scene?
Come on
The
now.
one. Which one? The one in the apartment?
The Bruce Willis saving Vin Rhymes scene.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that scene.
Listen, it's writing. It's
Nope.
how it works.
Nope. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was
Anyways,
like, what the fuck? Oh, hell no.
I
Stop,
don't even think they really. I don't know. It just.
bro.
Well, he's supposed to be a boxer. The other guy's supposed to be just this
It-
kingpin type guy. Not in. I mean, it plays okay, I think, but I just like the way that it's an unorthodox movie. It's an unorthodox movie. It doesn't take place in chronological order, but it all takes place around the same time. Vincent Vega, when he dies in that, spoiler alert, he dies in the 3rd or 4th segment, and how it all comes across. It's really interesting. The beginning is the end, and
That's what I like about the movie, how it's not in order.
yeah, exactly.
But
You can say what you want about the Vin Rhames and the Bruce Willis scene. I think it plays okay. I mean, maybe if you're talking about the size, how it's more believable that Vin Rhames wouldn't have that happen to him. I can hear that.
no, that
I
shit
just-
could happen to anybody. It's just the fact that they did it, and I was like, what the fuck?
I know that is my least favorite part of that movie. Mostly because of what happens. It's like, okay, I didn't want to watch this to get Deliverance again. In fact, that whole scene's kind of weird when.
They come out in their leather and shit.
Oh,
and
shoot, I'm trying to remember who plays his dad, Bruce Willis's dad. Oh God, more cowbell.
Christian Walker.
Thank you,
Christopher
Christopher
Walken?
Walken. The whole part where he talks about the damn watch and that he had to have it up his ass for like however long to get it home, and it's like, okay, this, and then they go into the whole Ving Rhames and Bruce Willis part there. Oh, jeez. It is not my favorite part of the movie, but I think the movie works really well, and for one of his first movies, that's awesome what Quentin Tarantino did. And the fact that originally it was another director, I think Richard Rodriguez, is that the guy that he does the Grindhouse stuff with?
yeah,
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez.
Robert, that's it. Yeah. Robert Rodriguez and him were supposed to do that movie together originally, where they were supposed to each shoot a different section, and they were going to get some other directors in on it. And it kind of fizzled out for some reason. One of the sections actually became the Reservoir Dogs, if I remember right, where Vincent Vega's brother technically is a part of that connects the two movies. And so the fact that,
that's how Reservoir Dogs came out first.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
he had that section was going to be in Pulp Fiction, and when Pulp Fiction, when the whole developmental stage of Pulp Fiction kind of fizzled out, he took Reservoir
it fizzled
Dogs.
out because Tarantino likes to do his own stuff by himself.
Well, whatever reason, people say that it was Rodriguez that left to do another project, and it just kind of everybody just kind of went away from it, and then Tarantino took the Reservoir Dogs part out and made it his own movie.
The
And
same
then-
thing goes for Rodriguez too.
I know-
He likes
oh,
to do his own
Oh,
style.
I know. The two work together great, but they also go their separate ways lots of times too. I just like the whole way it plays out. And then number one is a two for again, Shawshank Redemption and Forrest Gump. Shawshank Redemption is a better movie, I'll be honest. Forrest Gump, it's good for the heart when you watch that. I mean, I know that they were trying to get the emotions going in that, and it works, and it's a good movie. But yeah, I can't watch it all the time. I watch Shawshank Redemption quite a bit. Shawshank Redemption has more rewatchability, I think. So yeah.
Good deal. I like. What was your number 2, Chris?
Number 2, Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Good list.
Good
Good list.
chat. Wolf Eaton, $5. Thank you, Wolf Eaton. I appreciate it. His list was The Professional, Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction, Interview with the Vampire, and Natural Born Killers.
Oh, hell no, not Natural Born Killers, man. That was the
Yes.
only movie in the history that I ever walked out of.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have it on my list. I do have it on my honorable mentions.
Yeah, I walked out of that theater. Me and my boys went to see this, and this looked like a movie that you needed to be on acid to watch.
Oh my
It-
God. I never watched
It takes a
Did that show
special.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
Yes, Woody Harrelson and oh shoot, what's her name?
I remember his hair. Reese Witherspoon. Did she play in that?
No, well, she might have had some. I don't know. I can give you a movie she was in that was crazy to watch. That was Freeway.
Freeway.
Yeah.
If you've never watched Freeway or Freeway 2, so Freeway is basically, in a nutshell, a much gorier and graphic version of Little Red Riding Hood, and Freeway 2 is a much gorier and graphic version of Hansel and Gretel. But watch them because they're interesting movies. Just that's a side note.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got another super chat from Strike Force Entertainment. $2 super chat. Thank you, Strike First. I appreciate it. He said, "What's good, guys? Showing support. Thank you, man. I appreciate you joining the show. Thanks." Next, we're gonna go to Mad's Mama Bear. What is your 5?
Okay, save my honorable mentions for
And
later.
thank you. Welcome, Christy. Thank
Hey, girl.
you.
Hello.
Yeah, no,
Christy.
no one said hi to her when she came in, eh? Hi,
Well,
Christy.
I
How you doing?
had my mic off, and I didn't want to disrupt any conversation or anything like that.
It was Chris talking. You can disrupt him anytime.
You can. Everybody else does. It's quite all right because I won't stop talking. That's just how it is. I won't stop.
This is truth.
This is,
Mhm.
Okay, for my number 5, I'm going to go with Forrest Gump. It is a classic. It's one of those timeless ones you keep going back to over and over again. My number 4, it has been a long time favorite, but I honestly, for reasons I really don't want to go into right now, I can't watch it anymore. The Lion King.
Lion King.
Okay. Mhm.
You gotta love James Earl Jones. You know, the whole thing. It was one of Disney's knock out of the parks, even if it was technically not an original movie.
no, but it's still a great movie.
Yes, it is. My number 3 is one that's very near and dear to my heart, which largely because of the friends I had in high school when this came out. Interview with a Vampire.
All right, Mr. Tom.
I love it. Love the whole story of it. Brad Pitt was brilliant in that.
Did you like Lestat or did you like Louis the better?
Louis. Lestat was a bit of a weirdo.
Which movie was that?
Interview with a Vampire.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
yourself.
Sorry, but I can't stand that movie.
I reserve the right to boo something of yours, and I probably
I hate the
will.
little girl.
Yeah,
What's the
oh,
little
you
girl?
can. No problem. I know I'm gonna get a boo on mine.
It's
What's the girl?
hard.
The little girl played Mary Jane in Spider-Man. What's her name?
Yeah.
Kristen Dunst.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kristen Dunst. Yeah.
She get on my nerves in that movie. Make me
Yeah,
one.
that movie.
Make me one. Make me one.
She gets on my nerves in any movie.
It's on my nerves. You know what I don't like about it? Her teeth, or maybe these are older pictures. They look like damn Tic Tacs.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Chris mentioned my number 2 already, and I own this. I have watched this 100 times, or not, if that little. The Crow. Lawrence Mason alone, the one who played Tintin. He was in pretty much almost all of my favorite 90s movies. And yeah, Brandon
bad
Lee
guy.
was
I
beautiful.
can't think of his name. The bad
Actually,
guy.
he's from Toronto.
He's from where?
He's from Toronto.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like
Oh yeah.
One of my friends in high school, her dad was friends with him. She actually knew the guy. It was fantastic. I loved hearing about it. Really nice, soft-spoken guy normally. But he's so great at playing villains.
You can play a bad guy, buddy.
Yeah. And, of course, no surprise, Shawshank Redemption.
That's number one.
Yeah, you gotta have it. It's a brilliant story. I mean, one of the best lines for me in movies ever comes from that one. You know, I had to go to prison to learn how to be a criminal.
Yep.
I know your favorite line in Forrest Gump is "Life's like a box of chocolates," right?
Damn straight.
You never know.
What they're gonna get.
Yep. Love me a box of chocolates. Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Usually, that's your list, man. That was a good list.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
That's my-
Forrest Gump, Lion King, Interview the Vampire, Crow, and Shawshank. It's a good
Yep.
list. All
Thank
right.
you.
I go last. So I think I'm gonna jump in here and do mine. So I can kind of sit back and navigate. My number 5 is one of my favorite actors of all time, Jack Nicholson, and that was Wolf.
Yeah. See.
He got bit by that wolf, and then
Yep.
Good movie.
first he caught his wife cheating, and then his best friend James Spader he bit him, and then that fight scene at the end, and Michelle Pfeiffer looking all fine in there too. So I definitely like Wolf. He looks like the perfect pre-Wolverine to me too. Um, my number 4 is Above the Rim, starring
Ooh.
and I can't think of the guy that starred in it. He married Gina Alpha Martin. What's his name? I can't. Anyways, the
That's
best.
it, Leon.
You know what? Leon was in there, but the star was Dwayne something. He married
Yeah.
Dwayne something. But
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
basically this all-star high school basketball player. Got too big. His head got too big. He's about to get himself killed because Tupac was like the gangster, and then he had can't think of the guy. Something Wood is his name. Was the bad guy, and he almost got killed. But Leon actually jumped in front of the bullet and saved him. He won the Georgetown and was a star player. It's a good movie. Number 3, starring Ice-T, Surviving the Game. Ice-T was like a down and out um, vagrant almost. And they took him to these woods, try to give him a job, and they start hunting his ass.
That movie was sick, bro.
He ended up killing their ass with Rutger Hauer and I can't think of the other black guy. He played The Rock. But that was one of my favorite movies too. Number 2, I'm gonna lose Onzo on this, man, but this movie was good. It stars Danny DeVito. It's called Renaissance Man.
I had that
He
on
was
my
like a teacher, and he
honorable
went to the army because he had to do something, and he started teaching these army cadets that couldn't really cut the mustard poetry and Shakespeare, and ended up being a very touching story. His daughter was big into astrology, and he bought her this fancy telescope. He think he made a love interest there too. And him and what was the sergeant name? Gregory Hines, I think his name was. They was kind of butting heads at the beginning, but then they end up being cool at the end. I think it's a real cool movie. I like it.
Yeah, you lost me on that one. You were absolutely right.
It's a good movie though.
I'll check it out. I've never seen it.
Yeah, there's no blank men in it. Of course, you lost him.
Yeah. And number 1, you know, of course, it's gonna be Shawshank. I've said it several streams. That is the perfect movie. To me, there's only 2 perfect movies in existence. That's Shawshank and The Green Mile.
Mm-hmm.
And Stephen King wrote both of them. So that is my 2 perfect movies.
Okay.
That's my
Not
number.
bad.
All right. Next, I think we're gonna go with Anzo.
All right. I was waiting for this. I was definitely waiting for this.
Release the dogs.
I'm going to release the dogs. So I was going through this list, and usually I go through it an hour before, right? And I was like, oh my God, there's so many movies.
There was a ton.
Yeah, but as I'm scrolling through the list, I seen a movie that I just had to put on my number
I don't know what the hell
I,
it is.
I had to put this number 5. This movie had the greatest co-star in J5. So number 5 is going to be Blank Man, baby.
I knew that. I saw that on there, and I'm like, "That's gonna." He's gonna put that on his list
Phantom
because he wants.
Zone.
Where's the Phantom Zone then?
That,
Phantom
I was
Zone.
waiting for it. I was like, this is gonna get me in the
Boom.
Phantom Zone. I text Terrence. I'm like, Terrence, I'm going in the Phantom Zone today.
And I'm severely disappointed. There he went. Thank
There
you.
we go.
See, we were waiting for that.
It was coming. It's okay. But yeah, yes. And to be honest with you, man, Blank Man is a funny movie, though. I don't
It
know
is.
why Danny hates.
I would defend him here, but I'm not going to because I don't want to be Phantom Zoned.
Yeah, you will be. Any takers? Nobody defending me? Damn.
Haven't seen it. Sorry, Darren.
Well, I'm kind of
You already heard me. Like
of what my
I thought
number
Blank
5
Man
is.
was awesome. So
What was that, Christy?
Kind
Oh,
of scared too because of what my number 5 is.
well,
Oh man, Danny's just on fire today, boy.
I tell you about that mess, man. Y'all do it on other show all the time. When I saw it, I was like, oh shit, I picked the wrong damn year.
You sure did. I hope the next year you pick has Meteor Man, you know.
I'm aboard that year at all costs.
All right. So my number 4 is going to be the Street Fighter 2 animated movie. I'm a gamer, and Street Fighter is one of my favorite fighting movies.
oh man.
So when I watched that movie that they had out, I was like, this is trash. But then they put out this animated one, and it was just fire. It was so good. So that's
Was that the animated one that year?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you a little bit of redemption on that.
Why?
Yeah, if it was a live action one,
Yeah,
I would have
exactly.
encouraged the
Oh,
Phantom
yeah,
Zone.
Yeah, no.
No, there's no live action one. The animated one.
Yeah,
Like,
okay,
that,
thank you.
that was true Street Fighter lore. You know.
Yes. No, I don't know why they even. Oh God, Raul Julia is that his name?
Yep.
Ryu.
M. Bison.
Oh yeah.
Rondon played Guile. I don't
Yeah.
know. I can't name nobody else.
Guile, Ryu, Ken, Blanca.
I mean, real actors.
Oh, in the movie.
Yeah, there's only two I knew.
The chick from
The singer?
Agents of Shield, the Asian woman, Mae Young is in it too.
Yeah, she played
Chun-Li.
wasn't it?
Yeah, she played Chun-Li. Now, number 3 is going to be the first Jet Li movie I ever seen, which is Fist of Legend. This movie was fire. Like, I will watch that movie today like I've just seen it for the first time. I love it. This is the movie that got me, well, no, Lethal Weapon 4 got me into Jet Li, but then I seen this one after, and I was like, yes, Jet Li is the man.
yeah, you
Jet
talking
Li
about the
is
remake
awesome.
of Bruce Lee's movie?
Pardon me?
Fist of
One-
Fury? It's the
Yeah.
remake of Bruce Lee's movie. That's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, Fist of Legend, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
What
it's
got me
fire.
to Jet Li boy was the one. That sucker was hell in that shit, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I like the one too, but this one was like Asian all the way. You know what I mean? He was Chinese and Japanese going up against each other, so it was perfect. Number 2, going with The Crow. Man, I loved that movie when I first seen it. I was so like Brandon, Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee. He had a couple of movies before that, Rapid Fire, that I liked. So when The Crow came out, it just took it to another level for me. And then he passed away, and I was like, if he didn't die, that movie would have made him a superstar, guaranteed.
Oh, they were already saying that, and then he would have been. I mean, I guess you didn't have to make him. You didn't have to put him in the sequels, but I think they would have used the same guy
Absolutely.
thing, and I think that would have made the rest of the series much, much better. And I mean, it was such a tragedy. I remember when it first happened, and it was like, oh my God, and he wasn't even really known yet, but people were starting to talk about him.
Yep, damn right. So
And,
his career was just kicking off before he died. And I'm gonna go with Danny for my number 1, Shawshack Redemption.
Whoa, hold up. I gotta say, like, first of all, like, Brandon Lee was known. That's Bruce Lee's son.
Well,
Just
no.
really, what it is that he was just barely starting to make his impact as a movie star.
That's what I mean. No, I know people knew who he was. I'm just saying
as in the
far as
movie
his, yeah.
acting and movie career, it was just taking off. A lot of people didn't really know him from that, right? So,
But if you
but
watch,
yeah, go
I
ahead.
don't know how true this is, but if you watch Dragon the Bruce Lee story, apparently Bruce Lee dad did something, and like his sins transferred on to Bruce, and now they're trying to say that those sins transferred on to Brandon.
Yeah.
But of course, his daughter's still living, so I guess the sins only affect the males in the family. So
Yeah, I seen that part too.
Mhm.
It's not even so much sins as it is a curse, but I'll get into that later.
yeah.
And like you guys know, my number one is Shawshack Redemption. I was like, I was 20 when this movie came out, and when I was 20, man, I was into action movies and titties. You know what I mean? So I ended up catching a watch of Shawshack, and I was like, okay, like this movie was really good. Like it was emotional.
You were into what back in your 20s?
You heard me. You heard me. Action movie and titties. And yo, and you give me some frontal, and I'm like, wow, this is the best movie ever. Right? So yeah, but Shawshank Redemption was one of those movies where you just watch it and it's the great, like it's a perfect movie, basically. It's a perfect movie. So that's my 5.
Very good, Anzo. I'm not mad at that at all.
Yes, you are. Blank Man was on there.
Yeah.
I am. You're right.
Yeah, Danny, see my comment in the chat.
Just for that.
Oh,
Damn blank, man, I tell you. All right, Miss Chrissy, you're up next.
Okay, so I kind of agree with Matt's a little bit. My number 5 is The Lion King. I love the movie, but it's just it's so sad.
Yeah.
And this will always be the Lion King movie. I'm sorry if y'all like that remake. That's just not for me. No, absolutely not. And so I pick my movies because I love watching them. Number 4 is Little Giants. It's with Ed O'Neill and Rick Moranis, where they're brothers and they have rival football teams.
that was a pretty good movie. I liked that.
And my number 3 was 8 Seconds. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of that. It's
a rodeo movie.
It's the rodeo movie.
Christy, I have a question. Is that movie where there's a boy named Spike and he had like a refrigerator on his back?
Yeah.
Talking about this? Okay,
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's Little Giants.
That refrigerator on the back.
Yeah.
And 8 Seconds is about like Chris said, it's about with bull riding. It's it tells the story of Lane Frost.
Yeah, who was the main guy in that? Who
That
was
dad used to play on
Luke Perry.
That's what I thought. I was going to say, yeah, Luke Perry.
And number 2, my number 2 is a Tim Allen movie, The Santa Claus.
Oh my god.
Don't you dare. I love it.
It's one of the few Christmas movies that's on my regular.
Yes. I wasn't the only one today.
What's so great of that, but it's such a nostalgia movie because after my parents separated, that was my dad. My dad didn't cook. He burnt his stove, so we ended up having to go to Luby's for the Christmas and Thanksgiving dinner several times when we were with him. And my number 1 is Forrest Gump. I love that movie, even though. Yep.
Over Shawshank?
I've never actually watched Shawshank.
Damn, I knew that was.
I was waiting for that one.
Oh god. Oh, I heard her say that, and I was like, yeah, "That's not going to take any time."
You ain't never watched Shawshank Redemption?
And I even sent you a super sticker.
I appreciate super sticker.
It's still up.
But somebody needs to fly to Texas and find you and give you 5 lashes across your back. You never saw Shawshank Redemption.
Better yet, we'll make that a viewing party one night.
Yes.
He's gonna hate me. Danny's really gonna hate me when I say my honorable mentions. Then.
Oh my god.
If Blank Man's on there, probably.
Yes, I know it's on there. I know it's on there. I know it.
God, please. movies on it. Let me go through this.
Need I remind you? Last week you were encouraging me to introduce her about the culture.
Yeah. Next one is Meteor Man. There you go.
I love that movie.
Yes. Yes.
4, 3.
Yes.
Waiting for it. Yep, there. Oh,
Not the one I expected.
Ooh. Okay, they both win. While you have them out, you might want to go ahead and put your super chat up from Wolf Geekdom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why me?
You
Thank
might
you,
have to bring
Corey
Anto back
Christie,
for
for
that
the
one.
for the $1.49 super stamp. I appreciate it.
You're
Super sticker,
welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Wolf Geekdom, this is for you, Anzo. You said, have you ever danced the devil in the pale moonlight?
Absolutely. Every motherfucking night, me and the
Exactly. Thank you. Yes.
every night, bro.
All right. Last but not least.
Well, Niners Zeno 209 says, Anzo, you didn't put dead presidents.
Wasn't a big fan of their presence.
It's like, yeah.
It was okay.
That was Lorenzo Tate, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. The bank robber. It was good. Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't put it in my top.
There were a lot of good movies, probably about 30 to 40 good movies that year. But
Fresh was on there too.
Yep.
I liked Fresh, but I didn't put that on
Fresh
there.
was awesome. About the checkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chess rather.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Again, last but not least is Mr. Terrence. I expect this list to be outstanding and entertaining.
Me too. Let's go.
Yep.
All right, so number 5. This was introduced to me by my uncle when I was a kid, and he specifically told me, he's like, nephew, you're gonna love this movie. It's about a bus, and I was like, a bus. So I watched it, and then that's called Speed with Keanu Reeves. And I was watching that and I was like, okay, the music got me into it. And then, it's interesting because with Keanu Reeves, I learned that he's like always the one in everything. So in that case, he's the one that got to stop the bus from blowing up and had to keep it at like 50 miles per hour. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Like, I never would have thought buses were cool, but like that movie made me think buses were cool. But then I also was kind of concerned when I was ever like in a car with a relative and I saw a bus go by. I was like, you like kind of scoot over a little bit to the right and shit might blow up or something. Like kind of made me a little bit paranoid while also thinking they're cool. So that was just interesting experience.
I want to say also that has one of the most cold-hearted murders in any movie. That bus driver for 5 seconds is in that film at the very beginning when Keanu Reeves goes into the coffee shop and they're going out and he's like, see you tomorrow, Charlie, or whatever his name is. And he gets in that bus, drives half a block, and then boom. It's like, damn, that's cold-hearted. That guy did nothing.
And plus, I felt like, Keanu Reeves was going to save all those people. I was like, I believe he's going to help everybody. He had like that stern, serious face. I was like, I believe anything he says.
If they had all listened to him.
They did, but
not all of them. The one chick wanted to leave, so she gets killed. I mean,
yeah. So sometimes in life, humans don't listen, but that's really
that's right.
Times in life, but yeah, like,
and you know that, don't you, Terrence?
I very much do. I've been studying them for 17 years. So, yeah, that's my number 5, the memories, and then number 4 had to put Pulp Fiction. Like I'm a huge Quentin Tarantino fan.
Yep.
I think he is one of the best writers and directors of all time. Like he just has all the make to make a dope ass movie. And he's like probably the only director and writer where he can make a movie full of nothing but dialogue and it's just as interesting as any action movie. Which brings me to my point. Like you have the 4 stories and it's really about like violence and redemption and they all connect together. So you have you got the 2 hitmen, you have the boxer, and then you have like the diner thieves, and then you have the gangster and his wife. And Anzo, I know you don't like that scene when Ving Rhames was getting fucked in the ass. Like that shit was like, what the fuck happened? Like I didn't expect that shit.
What? I've never seen Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, there's a scene. There's a scene where an awesome black man gets fucked in the ass.
If you boot her for that, you got to boot me too because I haven't done it.
Oh, I haven't seen it either. So.
What?
Wow.
What the hell is this?
Anyways, so the awesome black dude, he got fucked in his ass by a creepy ass white guy. Well, there are actually 2 of them, but I just like how he made sure that they got what they deserved after that shit. I was like, if this guy doesn't get these guys back, I'm gonna be pissed. So he took care of that. I would have went
Yep.
into it more,
Well,
but
and that's a great line when Bruce Willis's character's walking out. You okay?
he's like,
No,
hell nah,
no,
pretty
I'm not
fucking
okay.
far from okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that shit was
as soon as he says that, those
right,
guys.
right. Like just the way he was looking at him, I was like, that expression is perfect because that's
Yes.
exactly how you should react after that situation. Is soon to be short ass lived life. Like he was ready to fuck him up. So
Oh
I
yeah.
love that shit. Like the characters, the dialogue. It was like you got somebody talking about putting a watch up somebody's ass,
Yeah.
and then you got Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta in a diner. And then Sam Jackson's talking to him about, I'm just going to walk the earth. He's like, what the fuck you mean you going to walk the earth? So you've decided to be a bum, right? He's like, no, I'm just going to be me. No more, no less. Like,
Yep.
just the philosophical conversations that you have in these random settings. I'm like, no one would really think about this kind of stuff if they just saw the trailer, but it's really when you watch it and you see how brilliant it is. So I'm like, Pulp Fiction to me is like one of the best movies ever, just for the story and the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Had to put it as number 4. All right, so number 3, I don't know how many times I've seen this movie, but Forrest Gump with Tom Hanks. He's to me one of the best actors of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like within 20 minutes, I was like, you know what? Forrest Gump is cool. I don't want nothing to happen to Forrest Gump. It seemed like this dude has bad luck his entire life. Like, when is he going to catch a break? And then he latched on to that one female, Jenny. I'm like, Forrest, she don't fucking care about you. She says that she does, and she's like, run, Forrest, run, and all this stuff. I'm like, so instead of trying to help Forrest, you just tell him to run. Like, you didn't like pick up a rock and chuck it at the dude's head. Just nothing to ensure that Forrest would be okay. If Forrest didn't turn into the Flash, he would have been dead as fuck in the first 10 minutes of the movie. I'm like, that's not okay. So, I was like, come on, man, you could do better than Jenny. You know what I'm saying? Jenny, she don't deserve you. You deserve better, Forrest. But Forrest was like, nah, I want me some Jenny. I was like, all right, fuck you, Forrest.
He wants his Gen A.
Exactly. I'm like, I felt like I wanted to be his friend because I'm like, I wanted to smack him sometime. He was pissing me off. I was like, you're awesome, but get your shit together, Forrest. Like, you don't think you deserve better for it? Like, I was kind of talking to him while I was watching the movie. That's how I knew that the movie was great, when I start yelling at the characters that much. So I was like, yeah, Forrest Gump for sure, man. Tom Hanks has like a lot of great movies, so it's really hard for me to
He
this
does.
one's my favorite. So
Yeah, he is versatile.
and then number 2, The Mask with Jim Carrey.
Ooh.
Oh man,
Interesting.
I didn't see this movie too many times. Like, there was one point where I could say all the lines word for word with the mannerisms and shit. Like, all I was missing was like the mask. Like, that was it. But I did all the mannerisms and shit, and it was driving my family crazy. Jared, you watching The Mask again? Nah, this ain't The Mask. Yep, and I'm just in there just reciting the lines and shit. They're like, you watching The Mask again? I'm like,
Great movie though, so funny.
yeah, it was Jim Carrey in his prime and stuff, like. So I just, the whole movie was awesome. You got what's his name, Stanley Ipkiss, the bank teller, and he comes across the mysterious mask. Like, man, so that makes you kind of bring out your inhibitions, right? So I was like, what would happen if Terrence got a hold of that mask?
Oh God, no! Hell no!
No, they showed that in when the second guy got the mask.
When the gangster got the mask.
Yeah, absolutely.
But see, the thing is that's a good point. Like, because the villain, like, I felt like he didn't really have the imagination, but I feel like me as I am, with my experiences and then the things that I like to have fun with and how I could just really go crazy and humans just kind of be backing away. I feel like with the mask, it would just make me the ultimate Terrence. Like, that should be amazing. So I picture myself in that character's role, and then Cameron Diaz, like, it made no sense, like, how good she looked. I was like, how the fuck? Like, it just, like, all the angles and shit. I'm like, this don't make no sense. I was like, I see why he want her, And that dude, the villain of the movie, it was something wrong with him. He was acting like she didn't matter. That's
And
my
she
girl.
He was all about power.
I know he was about power, but sometimes in life you got to acknowledge something like that that's next to you, that gorgeous woman that just you have to sometimes stare at her a few times a day and be like, how did you end up like this? Like how did you become you? I want a full story. You got all the time in the world. I want to hear every single detail, right? So the movie was just entertaining. It was funny, and I like how they actually really dove deep into the scenarios of what he would do with the mask in comparison to what he would do without it. I really like that. I was hoping that they would show that they did. They did it well, and that movie just entertaining the world's over. Had to put it as number 2, and number 1 is like it's like really sad for me because it's one of the few movies where I can actually say like every time I watch it, I get sad, and that's The Crow with Brandon Lee.
Good choice for number 1.
Like
hey man, that's not right.
I grew up watching Brandon Lee and Bruce Lee, and man, Brandon, like I remember he did some movies before that. He had Legacy.
Really,
Rage.
Danny?
He had Rapid Fire. He had Showdown in Little Tokyo. So I was like, this is it. This is gonna be the one to blow him up in fame, only to find out that they murdered him. I know they painted it as an accident, but I'm like, nah, they murdered that man. And the thing is, like, that whole thing is wrapped up in tragedy from Bruce Lee predicting that his son would get killed because he had a nightmare about that. He told his wife that, Brandon's going to get killed one day. He's going to die. And, of course, you just kind of listen to that and you get a little bit worried, but you're like, okay, it's just a dream, right? It's just a nightmare. That's not reality. And then that shit happened. So like that was fucked up. And then this is based on a comic book by James O'Barr, which also has some tragedy. Like that man made that story because he met the perfect woman, the woman of his dreams, like, stuff that you would equate to fairy tales. And one day she was walking down the street and a drunk driver hit her and killed her. And then he directed his pain to make that movie. I'm like, Jesus, like it just was a combination of just fucked up shit, even though it's really awesome. Like you got the story of the guy, he's with his fiance, the dudes come up in there and they beat and rape her. And then, she ends up dying from that and they toss him out a window. So when he hits the ground, the way the blood splatters on his face is actually how he puts the makeup on his face when he comes back to life. And I gotta say, if some humans took me and my fiance out and somebody gives me the chance to come back, I'm fucking everybody up. No, you're not gonna tell me I'm gonna have the perfect woman and then some dude's gonna come in and laugh, ha ha ha, fuck Terrence and this girl. And like, we're gonna do this to her. We're gonna toss Terrence out the window. I'm like, nah, Terrence come back and fucking shit up. And I felt like I was with him on his journey. I'm like, you gotta fuck all them up. There shouldn't be a single viewer where they're like, no, you gotta give them a chance. No, they didn't deserve it. Like, no, all them fucking deserved it. They're like the pinnacle of scum, human scum that deserve to be wrecked, right? But see, Danny, this is where you come in, right? Now that I've known you for a good amount of time. So, Danny, you are the black cop in the movie, right? Like that cop is cool in the way that he was.
I'm Ernie Hudson.
Exactly, that's you. Because the way that he tended to Shelly, he didn't know her, but he was by her bedside the whole time. And then when Eric came back to life, he was talking to him, like trying to comfort him, like, hey man, I was there for your girl, like I was hoping she would pull through, and then that sucks what happened to you. And then he was in his house and shit. I feel like when I come back to life, I visit you, Danny. I just appear in your house randomly and shit, like how Eric did.
Nah, you ain't got to visit me. You can send a text.
Danny, what you mean I got to visit you?
Because if your ass dead, I don't want to see you.
Wow. Wait, hang on. So hold on. So our friendship ends because I died?
If
or in
you
that case, I get murdered?
Look, I don't fuck around with dead
Technically,
people.
marriages end if you die too. So
I don't mess around with dead people.
Okay, look. See, I get you, but sometimes in life you got to make exception for friends. Like if I come to you, it's for a reason, right? So like maybe maybe it's in that moment that I need to be comforted. Like I'm about to go
Terrence,
kill like 32 people, and I want to hear Danny's opinion.
I can tell you, and I'm not saying what I'm about to say. If I come see you and I know you're dead, you ain't gonna remember me because I'm gonna shit myself up. First of all, okay? I don't mess around with no dead people. Okay? Once you dead, that's it. So you
Danny,
just send me a
I
text, leave a
so
note. I don't want to
leave a
see.
note, and you
Yeah.
gonna believe this from me because I'm
Hey,
dead. Like if I leave you a note, like
if it's something you say, if you say Terrence out, I know that's the only person on the planet that says Terrence out.
okay, first
So
of
I
all,
believe
any
you.
human can watch a video and be like, they could fake a note
Mm-mm,
like Danny is Terrence, Terrence
nah.
out. No,
You
you
tell
gotta
me.
see me.
You tell me something that I know only you and I talk about. Me and you, Anzo, talk about. And I be like, Anzo, yeah, that's Terrence. Because ain't nobody said nothing like that but on that time we was talking. So you know what that is. So you leave that,
No.
I
I gotta
believe
make
you.
sure. But no,
Terrence,
Yeah.
I believe that you're gonna be like that cop. He was just cool. Like the line when he said, "Are you gonna vanish into thin air again?" And then he was like, "I thought I would use your front door." I feel like that's some shit I would say to you, and we kind of had that joke with in the
Uh,
midst of a
I be
tragedy. Like
trying to
you,
find Constantine to send your butt back. You keep
Terrence,
rapping too long.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Danny.
right. I remember.
Danny? Do you remember the scene where the cops were after him, and then Ernie Hudson pulled up and helped him escape all the cops that were trying to shoot him? I feel like you would
Yeah,
do that. I'd be jumping off the rooftops and shit. Like
yeah.
these fucking humans are trying to stop me, and I gotta kill some individuals that deserve to die. I feel like you would pull up in your cop car. You'd be like, "Get in, Terrence." I'm like, "Yep." And I get in, and then you take me
Okay.
where I need to go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
you
I'll do
know
that.
why he's picking you, right? Because he wouldn't dare try to show up to my place after killing a black guy.
See, my thing is
He was bad. I don't care. Get out.
Terrence, I ain't no
yeah,
poom poom. You die, you can visit me, bro.
Okay. I'll be a
if I so you're
don't give
saying
a
you're
damn
not a
if I
pussy.
get
I
caught up.
got
Yeah,
you.
that's exactly what I said.
Okay, look, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that Danny's a pussy or nothing,
I
but I'm just
don't care if you call me that if you're dead. I don't care.
wait, I'm not calling you that. I'm just I'll
I'm just letting you
just
know.
translate.
I
That'll
I'm
did.
hurt
just
my feelings.
I did.
Danny, all I'm saying is that I feel
Rather
like
be a live poom poom than a dead dick. Okay.
Danny, all I'm saying is that I feel like you would help me though. I feel like at first you might be a little freaked out because remember the movie, Ernie Hudson's character was kind of freaked out, but then when he
Okay.
talked to the girl and he was like, okay, so you see her too. When he was able to accept it, then that's when he became a beast. I feel like you would go down that same process. At first, like, nope, Terrence is dead, nope, and then eventually you're gonna end up helping me out when I'm in trouble.
You don't say it quite that nice, but okay. I'll let you believe that. That sounds
Well,
good.
but okay, so yeah, all that like I like the story, and then the music. When I think of music being fitting in a movie, I feel like The Crow has to be up there because a lot of the music made the scenes even better. It elevated them. They picked the perfect music
Mm-hmm.
to attach to each scene, and yeah, that movie just it's always going to like choke me up when I see it because I was like I wanted to see more from Brandon, and I knew that he was going to be a superstar, but they killed him and shit, and like he died 4 years younger than his father, and I'm just like
One thing I
I
don't
don't
like,
know.
if you kill the damn crow, man, he dead. So he got to keep
Well,
that.
that's not entirely true. Like what happens is
But
there's a
it,
limited amount of time.
it
Like
diminishes his power greatly if that crow is damaged.
well, but that's only near the end though, because in the beginning he was invincible, but it's like he has a time limit. Like once he can only do that for so long, and once he gets down to like the last two people that he needs to kill, him and the crow get weakened simultaneously. So that's how that is. Like even the scene where the cop was just like, "Oh, I thought you were, invincible." He's like, "I was, but I'm not anymore because that shit wore off."
Mm. I don't think it had to do with wearing off. I think he thought he killed all the bad guys that he had to kill, right? At that
No,
point.
no, no. That was actually in the third one. They had a scene like that
Oh,
where
that was in the third one. Okay.
yeah, because yeah, you're right, but it's like the third movie, Anzo, like because there was the stuff, the story, and then he thought he killed all those corrupt cops, and then
Mm-hmm.
one of them tricked him like, "Hey, you killed us all," and then it took away his powers, and then but in the
Okay.
context of that first one though, Anzo, man, like he knew he was like, all right, I got the leader, the one that sent them out to do that shit in the first place, so.
Yeah, that dude was badass too, man. The bad guy in that, I loved him too, man.
So yeah, Danny, I would like to believe that you're gonna help me. Because
Yeah.
look, if
I'm here.
if you because
If
if
I
you
die,
don't,
I'm haunting your black ass, Danny. I'm haunting you. Seeing that I know you ain't gonna help us, I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck that. Let me haunt this motherfucker.
see, that's why I would just show up anyway, Danny. So you
Crosses and holy water and garlic in here, your ass gonna be able to stand it.
okay? First of all, holy water and crosses won't work because I'm not evil, so that would do nothing.
I'm talking about Anzo. He talking about he gonna haunt my ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what
that
I
might
do?
be different. But I
The
was like,
thing I
wait, why the
do,
hell?
I buy some spiritual ganja. So okay, you right here. Now leave me the hell alone. You bet.
Yeah,
Okay.
that probably works.
Wait. I got a question though. So Danny, you said that you would shit yourself. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah.
So
Defecate.
why would you shit
But that ain't
yourself
that.
if you see me though? We're
I
friends.
see.
Why would you do
I
that?
see you dead in the casket. Did I see you pop up at my house 10 days later? Yeah, that's full on
Yeah,
diaper.
but you know I wouldn't hurt you though. So why would you have that sort of reaction?
I don't know
Pet
that.
Cemetery. Pet
Okay,
Cemetery. You
Pat.
come back from the dead, you ain't the same.
Okay, no. That movie has a certain set of rules, and like I feel like from the jump they're questionable. They're like, oh, it's okay, Danny. I'm like, no, hell no, something wrong with them. Okay, that okay. For
I'm going to
comforting purposes, Danny.
I'm living up to the stereotype. When someone that looks like us sees something crazy, we ain't sitting around and ask no damn question. Okay? I ain't asking.
Me being
That's
a black man, I understand that
Me too.
100%.
Me too.
But the few exceptions would be is if I
Ain't no
know
exception
the
to living.
person.
Ain't no exception to that. No. If I see
Man,
something
Danny, I
those
wouldn't do
are
that
my
with
favorite
you.
videos, man.
I wouldn't do that with you, Danny. Like, look, like
Terrence, I don't know that. I ain't never encountered somebody that come back from the dead. Okay, I'm telling you right now, so you know if that shit happen, I'm running. Okay,
okay, then okay. I'm letting you know if it does happen, then I have to stop you. I'm like, look, my friend, I'll explain the situation. You don't have to be afraid of me. I'm just Terrence. You know?
I'm gonna have some
I have,
holy water bullets. Light your ass
see,
up.
As much as
you
I
gonna
like,
light me.
What you say?
I would say, as much as I like watching like paranormal movies and horror movies and shit like that, if I ever see a ghost in front of me, you butt your ass. My ass is grass.
Okay. See, here's the thing, Danny. Like, I have this thing where, I have like, willpower and this inner strength, right? So naturally, if something pops up in front of me, it's gonna startle the shit out of me, depending on how it looks. But at the same time, like my natural instinct, if it doesn't look like a friend, is to try to fight it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got like that Sam and Dean Winchester, like everybody running and shit, we staying and fighting. That's
Yeah,
just how I am.
I got that
Okay,
flash.
can somebody go back and clip that, him saying if something pops up in front of me, depending on how it looks, all that? That's gold.
Yeah, that could, I guess that could be considered as gold. But the point is that I'm gonna fight it. Like why run? And then if it looks like you, Danny, or if it looks like Anzo, I'm like, you guys are friends. Why am I running for? Unless you start saying some crazy shit like I'm gonna kill you. Then,
You see, I'll do the type of shit when Danny runs, I'll pop up in front of him, Like, you can't get away from me, bro. You run
exactly. Like where are you going? Like, see, that's the shit where I gotta tie you to a chair and be like, okay, look, man, humans be running and shit. Like, I gotta explain this to you.
Your ass start going back to hell.
Is that supposed to be some ritual to send me? Is that supposed to be some Latin ritual to send me back to
Nah, that's
wherever?
some shit, bro.
I'll be like, look, man, like that shit only works in the movie. That shit don't work here. I'm like, then ain't no bum none of that shit is gonna
I'm
do.
fiction.
That's when you call me.
Here's the thing, Danny. You do that, I'm gonna play a game with you. I'm gonna actually disappear to make you feel good, and then I'm gonna pop back up. Like, motherfucker, you thought that shit was gonna work?
Yeah. He'd be messaging me on, Terrence is here, and yeah, he killed a black guy. I'm right there.
Yep.
I'll kick his ass.
Man's be my Ghostbuster.
Oh, hold on. So let me get this straight. So now there are humans that are coming after me because I've come back to life.
Yeah.
So So
haters.
now haters, right? So okay. See, that's the shit where now I don't have an agenda. I just have to take everybody out unless they pledge their allegiance to me. Because I'm like, that's some bullshit.
You know,
Oh my God.
kneel down before Zod.
Right, because I'm like, because I would have to let humans know. I'm like, first of all, you couldn't even take me out when I was regular. I'm like, what the fuck you gonna do when I'm
Now,
supernatural?
right?
Like,
Containment chamber.
yeah, in the movies, you gonna try that shit. Like, damn, you gonna get the book for dummies, and then you see that shit don't work. Like,
All right, let's go around and get some of these honorable mentions going on. I got about three. Low Down Dirty Shame.
Mm-hmm.
The Professional. I love that movie with Leon.
Mm-hmm.
Young, what's her name? Valerie Portman.
Natalie Portman, yeah.
The Shadow. That's one of my guilty pleasures. And this is one I think not Terrence, but Anzo said one time he liked The Specialist. With Antonio Banderas and Sylvester Stallone.
Wasn't that The Assassins?
I thought it was The Specialist.
No,
I thought that
one
was
is
the Assassins.
Yeah, it's Assassins, yeah.
I mean, that's a dope movie though.
The Specialist is good too.
Those are mine.
All right, I'll give mine. I got The Mask, I got Lion King, I got True Lies, Dumber and Dumber, Above the Rim, Low Down Dirty Shame, and Fresh.
Yeah,
I'd give him a boo for the Dumber and Dumber.
Hey man, why? Dumber and
I
Dumber.
hate that movie.
Oh my god, that movie.
That movie sucks.
That movie is awesome.
That movie is funny as fuck, bro. I love it. I love
that movie.
I lost 5 IQ points watching that movie.
Damn.
Yeah, you're right. It's okay, but it was still funny as hell.
I think that's supposed to be the point of the movie because that's how the
I
characters
like
are.
my IQ points.
You'll be fine once you stop watching the movie because it's fake.
Yeah, they'll come back.
You got any, Christy? Honorable mentions?
I do. Maverick.
Man,
I don't know if y'all.
that's
Uh,
Mel Gibson and James Gardner.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Cowboy movie.
Yeah.
Angels in the Outfield.
Good movie too.
D2 Mighty Ducks.
Oh my God.
Come on, Christy. You know what I'm waiting for. You know what I'm waiting for.
Major League 2.
Yes. Okay.
That was good.
And Blank Man.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that one too.
Yeah.
If I could go back in time and erase that movie from existence, I would.
No, hey, nah, man, that's messed up. Why would you deprive me of some joy?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna watch that tonight, man. Trust me.
What the fuck, man? Shit, I'm watching it right now. What the fuck, like?
He's watching it.
Yeah.
He's watching it while on your show.
What you watching?
Damn.
Don't look like me.
All right. What I meant to say was it's in high definition. That's what I meant to say.
Boom. J5.
Yeah, J5, man. That's my boy, J5, man.
You know.
He was awesome, and he gave you a refreshing beverage, man. He was dope.
Sunday on our stream, Equilibrium, I'm gonna let y'all. The last hour, y'all gonna talk about Blank Man. Okay, I'm gonna make y'all happy. Get out the system, because after that, I want to hear about that shit no more.
But it'll make us even happier if you watch it and discuss it with us. Now, that's
Yeah,
what I'm talking
exactly.
That
And
ain't.
what would make me even happier is if you don't try to murder people when I come back to life. Like that's betrayal, Danny.
Yep. Yeah, I'm telling you how it's going to go down Sunday. It's going to go. And now we're going to go into our Blank Man talk and end the stream.
Yeah. Or he's gonna put himself in the Phantom Zone.
You know what's gonna happen, Anzo? Danny gonna try to hit the end stream button, and the shit gonna be froze. And it's gonna be like the coolest shit in the world. Danny gonna be like, "What the fuck? This shit ain't ending." I'm like, "Yo, see."
Yeah, J5, boy, J5.
Thanks, Jared.
Yo.
Mr. Jarrett Gosno, $9 super chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Was unable to catch the stream now that Danny's monetized. I just wanted to throw in support. Happy for you, Danny. Sorry I missed the conversation tonight. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate it, man.
Much respect.
Yep. You just kind of goofing off now, but I'm trying to think of my topic for next week, and what I'm gonna do is top five female artists of all time.
Oh,
Sweet.
okay.
Top five female music
I already have the list.
of all.
Of course you do.
So thank you.
Any genre?
I know any genre. I know who my number one is. She's married to a big nose ugly rapper.
Wow. You gonna do
That
Jay
narrows it
Z
down.
like that?
I'm just-
Really?
Damn.
Beyonce's your number one of all time?
oh, man, Beyonce is perfect.
Oh,
Really?
Each body
Like,
so bootylicious for you, babe.
I mean,
Danny, do you like
I would.
Beyonce?
I mean, but Danny, I mean,
Can Beyonce
Really?
sing?
absolutely.
Can she dance?
I mean, okay,
Yeah.
look, man, I'll give you that. I would love to bend her over, but I don't know about no number one though. Like,
Yeah, not number one.
Can she dance? Can she sing? Ain't she fine?
She can't hold Whitney Houston's fucking.
oh hell no, she can't hold Whitney
Whitney
Houston's
Houston's song.
toothbrush.
Yeah,
She
for
can't
real.
hold her toothbrush.
She lost
Like-
points for being a crackhead. Nope, sorry.
What?
All right,
That
wow.
don't take away from her talent.
Wow, that don't take away from the talent,
Nope.
man. Like, come
Nope.
on now.
In your world, that's fine. In my world, nah.
And you, wow. All right, you hear this, Anzo? So
Yeah, yeah.
Beyonce is number one. Like, I don't know, man.
Mhm.
I'm just saying.
Okay, Danny,
I
if you
would-
take away the fact that you want to bend her over, does that drop the number?
I'm not saying all that stuff. I'm just telling you, to me, to Danny, not to Anzo, not to Terrence, to Danny. She is my number one. And Whitney Houston lose points because of her lifestyle. That's what I'm telling you.
Anzo, so people lose their talent because of their
I
lifestyle.
ain't say they
That is
lose-
crazy.
I said they lose their position on my list. I ain't say shit about their talent. You put words in my mouth.
No, I heard it that way, Danny. It's breaking my heart, man.
You heard it wrong. Yes, in my world, she lost points because she chose to do something on her lifestyle. That's what I'm telling you.
Anzo, are you hearing this?
I do. Because
I'm
me personally, I mean, her lifestyle is her lifestyle. I'm gonna separate her lifestyle from her talent. Her talent is
Right.
totally different. Her music has nothing to do with her lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. When she starts singing, I get reborn like 5 times. That shit is amazing. So I'm like, no, it's Whitney Houston.
She sounded like me. And I know I can't sound like nothing. So that's just me.
I will
Yeah,
say,
I'm not mad at you, Danny, but sometimes
Call me narrow-minded. I don't care.
I will say, thank God you don't have that issue with the ganja boy, because I would be way down on your list.
shit.
No,
If we
you
apply
already
that
got
to
you
everything
already got
else,
that with
man,
Blank Man, honey.
Oh yeah, that's true. You're right.
man,
Black
this
Man
is-
lost me a lot of
this is
points,
crazy.
and then Meteor Man lost me the rest.
In my opinion, there's a difference between recreational stuff and that other kind of stuff.
Yeah, there is absolutely.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna tell some human how to live their life. I mean, there are things that I'm not gonna do, but you know, hey,
Who about to how to live their life? I said to me.
I will tell you this. Sorry, Mads, go ahead.
Can I do my honorable mention, you boys?
Oh,
yeah.
shit, yes.
Sorry.
I mean, I know Beyonce's fine and all that, but seriously,
I'll let you get
y'all
your
can wait a second.
I'm saying, I saw something. I'm about to put somebody so dark, so deep in the damn Phantom Zone, they ain't gonna never get out.
Cool.
wait, what happened?
Yeah, I didn't hear
Beyonce
Hey,
is okay.
that. Yeah, she's okay.
Yeah, she's
Right.
okay.
Okay.
Exactly. I
She-
said
she
take
ain't
away
just-
the fact
she
that
ain't
you
just
want
okay.
to fuck her. Like,
She's
come
Queen
on,
Bee.
man.
Thank you. You didn't need to put Christy back there.
She said
But,
okay. Beyonce is okay. The hell?
Man, she all right, man. Like,
Yo, he gonna sit back there forever. Go ahead.
I'm going to tell him to put you back there. You
There you go.
Okay. What the hell?
yeah,
I'd put
she all right.
Etta James above Beyonce.
I'm telling you, Anzo, he's just giving her those points because he want to fuck her. But I
Yeah, I know.
Do it. Ain't got nothing to do with it, bro.
Go ahead, Mads. We've
Yeah.
kept you waiting long enough.
Anyway, on my honorable list, I've got The Mask, I've got Maverick, The Santa Claus, and two that weren't mentioned: Star Trek Generations. Gotta love it because you got both the original cast and the Next Generation, and Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Oh, I hated that movie.
See that?
I don't care.
Was it?
You got Blankman on your list. You ain't get to judge somebody else.
The New Nightmare one, that's the one when Heather, the actress, was actually like played a fictional version of herself.
Yes.
Right. And Freddy came out the bed and shit. Like that scene. Oh man, that's one of the best scenes in horror movie history. When Freddy comes out of that bed, that shit
It's
was
Freddy
dope.
Krueger. Man,
Robert Englund did that.
Mhm.
Or was it
yes,
Freddy?
it does.
Robert Englund was. Yeah.
Freddy is my favorite.
If I'm listing it, it's Robert Englund.
Scary character, buddy.
Brilliant.
Well, ladies and gents, I'm gonna let you go around the chat. Tell the people where they can find you at. Shout out your chat and your channel. And I'm gonna start off with Miss Christie.
Oh, thank you. My channel is According to Christy. You can find me on Twitter with the same handle. Really just do Saturday live streams for favorite movies. And I'm looking at 1994 and I was like, damn, I got to change my list up a little bit because I will have Blank Man on that list on my live stream.
Amen.
But Danny, thank you so much for having me on. I love you.
Go ahead, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
you two done? Okay. Hey everyone, Mads Mama Bear here. You can find me at Mads Mama Bear here on YouTube and on Twitter, and you can find me every Monday night on the Khaotic Countdown and on Thursdays at 9 on the Queen's Council, and it'll be on my channel this week. So you do not want to miss this. It's going to be lit.
Good deal. Terrence, you're next, bro.
Oh, thank you. Well, fuck my channel. I'm still focused on that betrayal shit, Danny. Like, how you gonna try to kill me when I come back to life?
I will help you, bro. I will help.
Easy.
Yeah.
Put him in the Phantom Zone.
I will help you.
Yes. Yes.
We will find the 7 Dragon Balls and wish you back to life.
Thank you, Dan. See that's a good response. You should have said that the first time. Like,
You know?
I had to get past my fear first.
I see. That is a process.
Yeah, all it would be is he says, I killed this guy. You killed the cute one? I'm going to send you to the Phantom Zone.
But killing the cute one. What's happening?
Tintin was a cute one.
Really?
I had a crush on him all throughout the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can't remember.
He is black, so like I get it. But the thing is,
Did he have dreads?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dread. Yeah. Yeah. Dread.
Yeah, he was also in Hackers too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, when you just kill somebody's fiance and you just doing stuff with knives, I'm like, yeah, you gotta die first sometimes in life.
Well, he
Yeah.
was the black. He was the black guy, so you know.
Exactly. Yeah, we knew he was gonna be the worst. I'm just like they were really zooming in on him. They was like,
Yeah,
this
they did.
guy.
He's the first one to go. We don't need the black guy. Just kill him off quick.
Yeah, damn, he stuck like 20,000 blades in his torso, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
In alphabetical order.
Like,
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
first-
like
he might be on here 25 minutes. I give him 25 minutes before he get dead or something.
all right. Well, no, I appreciate that, Danny. You using the Dragon Balls. I understand that reference, so I appreciate you. That's I'm glad you thought about it.
Bro.
Thank you. Humans be tripping.
Be
so I'm
still
glad
my
you-
heart. Be still my heart. That is lying to shit, right? It is lying.
Oh, Danny is lying. No, wait, Danny, are you lying? Like,
I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth.
oh, okay, shit, Anzo, man,
See,
Anzo get me to.
Anzo nickname is Ladle. He like stir shit up just like a ladle.
man, Anzo, man, you have me going like, no, he's lying. I'm like, I'm just turning the rockets over there, like. but nah, like I appreciate you, Danny. It's all good.
You good, bro? Who's next?
Wow. Yeah, of course, right? The one you've been sending to the Phantom Zone all night. Anyways, you guys know where to find me, Bigger Ford Entertainment. You guys check out all the shows we have, which I said at the beginning of the show. Hope to see you guys there. Hope to see you guys subscribe to everyone on this panel. You know, we're all doing some great content, so it's much appreciated, and the love is really felt by you guys. Trust me.
Well, you don't have to subscribe to me, but everybody else does.
Yeah, of course not. Subscribe to Terrence. Don't listen to him. he may say he don't want you to subscribe, but he appreciates it anyway. So
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here, and then somebody still come. I'm like, oh, thank you.
yeah, exactly.
Well, I am Comic Chat. This is my channel on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find me and the usual people in this chat. We try to rank different things from time to time, and like I said, next week will be the top 5 female artists. Any genre, whoever you choose. We probably gonna critique each other's stuff anyway, but that's how I feel, so I don't care. That's not gonna be my list.
Danny, what about the special announcement of the 10-hour stream? Like, maybe you gotta tell the people about that.
I can promise you that.
The
That ain't
monetizing stream is going to be 10 hours, guys.
fuck that. No.
I try to be reasonable. I said 9 hours, but apparently that's a no too.
Yeah, I know.
Nope. I'm gonna give you 3 hours. 5 hours every week. I done told you this several times. You're gonna get 5 hours of my life on this platform every week. Okay? You ain't getting no more.
Yeah, it'll be 10 hours with them in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah.
Hey, no, that's a place. That's a place of suffering. When I come out, I'm all heated, like, get out!
Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Check out us on Anzo's channel. That's gonna be the class list. I'm not sure what questions are gonna be, but usually 3 stimulating questions. I think we're gonna have the other Mads on there tomorrow, I believe. On Sunday, you can catch us at 3 p.m. on the Rule of Three. Me, Chris, and Anzo. And 2 hours after that, me, Terrence, Anzo, and John on Equilibrium. And then on Saturdays, which is one of my favorite shows, Square One, me, Anzo, Min Diesel, and we usually have a guest.
Vin Diesel.
No, Men Diesel.
Diesel.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, all right.
Min Diesel, aka Roberto.
Oh,
We talk sports, NBA, NFL, and we are going to be talking about Mike Tyson's upcoming boxing match. So if you can't catch all of these shows, like I always say, please try to catch one. It's good content. We try to have a good time. Everybody on this panel, please try and subscribe to their channels. They got good content. It's very stimulating, funny.
Shit. Ooh, I see some stimulating tacos on this table, boy. He got the cheese. Yep.
I swear to God, if it's not the cookies, it's tacos.
Last week, what was it? It was some kind of cookies or something.
Yeah, it was cookies.
Like, I'm telling you, like when the steam is coming off of it.
Thank y'all all for coming. Thank you for all the super chats. I appreciate it. And until next time, we'll catch you later.
Peace.
Bye.